When you're playing a match, draw an imaginary line about the width of the doubles alley from both of your sidelines. And when hitting ground strokes in competitive situations, hit shot-shaped shots only for these two targets. If a girl comes to the net, there's other choices. But your maneuvering shots can be down the middle or towards these imaginary lines. Shot shaping 3-4 feet over the net, hitting hard. When you get into a position and you want to force somebody, you can step into the court and hit more aggressive shots. So we're going to watch your play now. Score is 1-0, and see where your balls fall. When you get in tight situations, just work your feet and shot shape hard, just like you practice your shot shapes for these targets. Where do you think most of your balls hit? And are you aware of that? Notice her ball was more aggressive than that imaginary line. You were unable to get it, but you didn't even move for it. That one was probably within your 3 steps, hit and recover. That shot toward that left line caused her to make an error, though she could just as easily have hit a winner from that shot. When you want to get a little bit more aggressive on your shots, you can hit closer to the sidelines, but this is a real safe shot. Notice again, she hit closer to the line than that blue line. It was a winner. Hers was a little higher risk. But it's something that you might have gotten. You didn't take the 3 steps and try for it. Great serving. Let's see how you respond on the ground strokes. While you're getting ready to receive, think about going towards one line or the other. Again, these are good maneuvering shots, high level of safety. Let's see where you get your returns. I would consider that a not very aggressive returning for a second serve. You keep the pressure on by going to one line or the other. Question I would ask, what does it take for you to hit one line or the other? First is the recognition that that's what your targets are, and secondly, getting ready to hit so that you're directing play and not reacting to play. So you're hitting these shots, they're not forcing shots, you're letting her make the mistakes. Sometimes that's all that's required, but eventually you're going to get into a match where you're going to want to dictate. Being able to hit these lines, these blue lines, are dictating play. My yelling, go for it Z, just means get your feet going and dictate play by going towards the blue lines. Notice you hit outside the blue line, aggressive play, past her. When you're hitting aggressive play, go closer to the sidelines than the blue, but doesn't take much. .30-40 is the score. This is a pretty good area to hit your balls in. Score is 2 serving 1. So you're playing these points and you are hitting to these lines, but are you aware of those target lines and are you aggressively trying to get the ball there? In your mind, those are the only 2 shots you need to hit, one line or the other. I think the argument here was that she called it out, but played it. So you'll end up having a do-over. You were set to hit that shot and you hit it. That was considered a more aggressive, more risky shot and probably okay based on your position. When you go outside the blue lines, it's higher risk. If you're in position and the score dictates, you can take that risk. So you can see the number of green dots on her forehand side, 7-4. She didn't go back to recover because she didn't think you were going to go to the other blue line. This is one of the negatives of overplaying the forehand side if the other girl doesn't go through her recovery footwork. Score is 35. The red is an unforced error. There is no reason to hit the ball wide. Keep the ball in the court. Hit it deep, maybe. Wide, no. Score is 30-40. This is a ball you have to keep in play. 30-40, you must get the first serve in, and it has to be aggressive. So give yourself big targets, big hit, big targets. She had a great return. Score is 2-all. When I talked in the past about putting the stake in the ground, that was a point when you're down 30-40, you're serving, put the stake in the ground, there is no way you're going to lose this game. Just by changing your mentality with your focus on these two blue lines, you might be surprised what you're able to accomplish even against a great player. Would also like to see you hit higher shape shots to shorter angles like we worked on our cross courts over Christmas break. Double fault. Now tell me if this is correct or not, but it looks like you're reacting to shots rather than imposing the shots you're trying to hit. If you're working on cross courts, you'll have more determination, and the fact that you know where you're going to shoot or hit the ball gives you a higher likelihood of performing. Keep working to hit the ball with more authority. Sort of like the intensity you might see with a Nadal. This is a point, if you win the game. You have two chances to win the game. Good deep balls. Were you reacting to the shots or were you dictating?